So hi, thanks for doing this with me. Can you tell me your name and what you do for work?
Genevieve Barker. I work in transportation for film and television shows, filming here in New York City.
Okay, wow. What does your day-to-day look like?
Well, working basically 16 to 18 hours a day, and you could look around us. There's sort of a number of tractor trailers, 5-ton trucks, actors trailers. So we're sort of essentially the support system that moves what we call the circus of the movie industry.
Got it. So you make sure the trailers are here on time and they're set up correctly for the actors. And
when we're out and about and on location, when we're not filming on stage, we have to pick up our entire company and make sure that the actors have places to be safe and housed. We also have 2 tractor trailers that are dedicated to their hair and makeup. We also have trucks for catering to feed the crew breakfast and lunch. We have other trucks that have the crafty, which are the snacks, and also our assistant directing staff. They need like their workspace. So we're a mobile unit on site.
awesome. Can I ask you what you guys are filming? Are you allowed to say on camera?
It's a production for HBO and the director Steven Soderbergh. We're not supposed to release that, and I would. I'm sorry, but we signed non-disclosures. But if you walk around and look at one of those signs, you might be able to figure that out. But nonetheless, the other thing that we do in terms of transportation and logistics is we also have to handle all the comings and goings of all the actors. We might have the director getting picked up at his residence at 12:47 p.m. Also, all the crew members. You have several hundred crew members, and we are in today Washington Square Park, but we have 3 different crew parking areas. So we have a little team that shuttles people back and forth to location.
How much does it cost to rent like a parking space or even a trailer for like a day?
I don't know the exact cost of the trailers. I know vans could be like $2,000 to $3,000 a month. It depends who we rent them from. The company that you see here is Haddad's, and then we've got other companies throughout different parts of the country. Like if you're working in the Southeast or out west, where I've worked all over the country. But yeah, I mean, we also see these behind you. These are generators. So wherever we are, we have to have our own power.
Right.
So you've got what's called a base camp generator, and base camp is where everyone is housed and made up with hair and makeup. And then you also have set, which is where we're filming. So you have a power source here, and you have another power source over by set as well.
Okay.
It's like a mobile house. There's a bedroom, there's a bathroom in there, there's a shower. Sometimes you have an actor who's going to do a water scene, jumps into a lake. They need to come back to their trailer, take a shower. So we also have water facilities. And on the other tractor trailers with the wardrobe, we have washing machines.
Oh, wow.
Because they do the laundry while we're out. So it's like a mobile village, and it's pretty impressive.
Just out of curiosity, have you ever had to deal with kind of actors being demanding or asking for special things?
They do have things in their contract. Certain A-list actresses that I've worked with, if they happen to bring their family with them, they want a bigger SUV because they're bringing their children or perhaps the nanny to work. But for the most part, when we're here to work, they don't want too many distractions.
And how long have you been doing this?
12 years.
12 years. Do you enjoy what you do?
I do. But I've also changed careers several times over. So
Okay.
In my old life, I was a news anchor and news reporter, and I used to cover a lot of entertainment reporting, so that's how I got interested in this.
All right.
I love what I do. It's not for the faint of heart, because typically on Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm up and out by 3:45 in the morning, and sometimes we work till 9 or 10 p.m. And the hard thing about being on set where you're filming is your start and finish time each day are completely different. It depends on the needs of the script, the availability of locations, the availability of actors. So it's not a surprise to work anywhere from 14, 16, 18 hours a day.
For how many days a week?
Always 5, sometimes 6. Actors, as a SAG rule, a Screen Actors Guild rule, they are supposed to get 12 hours off so they can sleep and rest. The crew gets less than that. So we tend to go late. A lot of times we'll work overnights on Fridays into Saturday morning. I was on a show called Mr. Robot, and 3 nights a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we were working from 4 to 6 p.m. into 6 a.m. in the morning. Wow. And so after a while, imagine doing that for 10 years, you start to feel like you have no personal life. it can be challenging, and you've really got to learn to manage that. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, if you're working with people that you like, filming in New York is like nowhere else in the world. You have crew depth. The people have been doing this 30 plus years. They're very seasoned, and people come from all over the world to shoot here because of the backdrops, the cityscapes, the locales. You can't really fake this anywhere else in the country.
Awesome. Can I ask how much you make?
Well, let's just say it's over six figures.
Okay, awesome.
But New York is one of the top centers for acting and filmmaking in the country. Used to be New York and Los Angeles were the biggest, and now it's probably New York and Atlanta have the most going on. And then you've got a lot of filming in New Orleans. The states that have a film tax incentive tend to have more work.
Awesome. So it sounds like you're pretty happy with what you do. I don't know if a lot of people in America could say the same about what they do. Like, do you think it's important to love what you do, or is a job more of a means to fund a lifestyle?
Well, I think it depends on who you are and what your particular situation is. I have always found in my life that I wasn't very good at doing things that I didn't truly love. So I always chose experience-based professions. Like I was a news anchor and an investigative reporter for 20 years, and then I was a food journalist in Italy for another 5. Some people don't have that luxury. Some people have lots of bills or a mortgage to pay or children to put through school, so they don't have the flexibility to make changes. If you're thinking about a film career, you should Google film industry unions. At this level, you have to be in a film union, and it's not easy to get into unions. And each discipline of the film industry has its own union, like hair and makeup people have their own union, transportation people have their own union, the actors have Screen Actors Guild, directors have the DGA. These days, people aren't always interested in working, and a lot of people are working out of the home. I just find, and I've done that years past, I happen to like working with a group. I think it's much more motivating. I like having fun people around me, and I like doing creative things.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome, and best to you. Thanks for this interview opportunity.
Yeah.